I can tell you right now, it looks like coffee. It definitely looks like coffee. I'm gonna go ahead, I don't know how long it's been. Babe, have I been about 2 minutes?
1 minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's been about 2 minutes. Good morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of Bubba's Garage. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Guys, just shortly ago, I did a quick preliminary review of the Jetboil Flash. It's just shy of 5 o'clock a.m. right here in South Central Texas, and about 40 some odd degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cook me a cup of joe. I got a pot of coffee on in the house, and I get it, but I just gotta play with this thing. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open this thing up. As I mentioned previously in the review, we have these two little rods that we actually have to attach together. Now keep in mind, again, this is the Jetboil Flash. It comes with this. And so what we got to do is we got to put this rod through the lid, and then we get our press. Now, I've done some research. A lot of people say that you need to put this filter in with the beveled end down and the beveled end up. I don't know. I really don't care. In the end, as long as it makes a cup of coffee, I am not going to complain at all. So now we have our press ready to go. And again, you can cook with this at the same time. We got our 100 gram. I'm going to set the 100 gram aside because I'm not going to use that for this particular test. We have our burner and we have our feet. So I'm going to use my big 230 can for this test because this is also the can I'm going to use for another test coming up here really soon. And that is going to be a comparison that we're going to do between the Jet Power by Jetboil, as well as the Coleman. It's two different price tags on those things, and they're actually worlds apart. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely stick around to a future video right here on Bubba's Garage. Screw that on. All right. Have access to that. All right. Now, we have to only add 2 cups of water. I got my water over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull it to the fill line. You don't wanna go over that fill line because it's gonna boil like crazy. And when it does, it's gonna create a lot of pressure. And if you're above that, then it's gonna go spewing everywhere, that kind of stuff. So I got my black silk over here. Now, I know with a French press, you can put in some coarse grain, you can do what? Hey, look, this is Bubba's Garage. We just grabbed this stuff out. We're gonna put it in there. And typically, like with a French press, you're just gonna boil water, and then you're gonna pour your hot water in, then, yeah, I'm gonna do it all in one. That's just the way I roll. And if you haven't had cowboy coffee, you probably should, because that's some of the best stuff out there. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put my press in just right there on top. I'm gonna go ahead and seal my lid at this point. Now, I am going to go ahead and put my Jetboil on top. Helps if I take the cup off the bottom. They say, according to the instructions, that you should light your fire first. This mug gets hot, guys. It gets really hot. So I'm gonna leave it on there. And then what I'm gonna do, and you can tell what, I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see this. Actually, I gotta turn it where I can see it too, because this thing here is gonna change colors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and crank up my fuel, okay? And then I'm gonna have Babe, you ready? I'm gonna have Bobby set this up. We're gonna reset this timer and we're gonna get it going and see how long it takes. Are you ready?
Ready.
Hold on. Fuel up, ignite. Woo. That's probably why they say not to, but you know, hey, this is Bubba's Garage, right? So I'm gonna pay close attention here. We got our timer running. Now I can't see this timer, but it definitely sounds like a Jetboil. It's got my coffee in there. That should help that coffee, because the press, you're gonna have to let it sit. I'm impatient. I mean, it's early. I'm tired. I'm not gonna wait. And I got my little trusty mug over here. So once I get all that done, I can put it in there and see how well it's going to turn out. I don't see anything happening yet. I'm going to come around here. I'm going to peek at your timer. Timer's 52 seconds. They said less than 2 minutes, so let's just see. Uh-oh. Okay, so now we have time. It's coming up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut it off about halfway, because if we wait until it's fully up here, it's just going to be boiling too much. So probably about there, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. There we go. All right, now, what's our time over here, babe?
1 minute.
1 minute and 28 seconds. So about a minute and a half, right? I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing off of here and I'm gonna set it down. Now, because it's only 2 cups of water, I'm gonna go ahead and press my press down about halfway, maybe a little more than halfway, just so I can get all that coffee down in the water. I'll go ahead and let it sit for, let's see, this is Bubba. I don't like waiting very long. I would say 2 minutes, but I promise you it won't be 2 minutes. I probably won't be, but I'll do my best. Is it 2 minutes yet? I mean, I really can't. I mean, you know, I'm kind of ready already, you know. And it's really nice because this lid has got, you can actually drink out of this. Lid's got a spigot there for your mouth. There's a little ventilator there. I mean, you could theoretically drink right from there, but I got news for you. This is boiling water. You might want to calm it down just a tad. But I mean, think about this. I mean, you're out in the boondocks, you're out in, you know, who knows where you're at. If it's freezing cold, that coffee, once you pour it in your mug or something like that, it's probably going to cool off fairly quick. Unless you have an insulated mug like this, then you won't have that problem. But we'll see. We'll see. I can tell you right now, it looks like coffee. It definitely looks like coffee. I'm going to go ahead. I don't know how long it's been. Babe, have I been about 2 minutes?
1 minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's been about 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and press my press down. Just like any other press. I'm just going to go slow. I'm going to press it. Well, I'm going to be curious to find out if we got any coffee grounds in there. But hey, it's let's pour this on down. All right. It is completely down to the bottom, all the way right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the lid on. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to set this aside here, and then we're going to take and pour our coffee. Oh man, look at this, guys. Look at this. Tell me that's not some rich coffee right there. And that's 2 cups. And I didn't see grounds, but let's pull this off and take a look at it. Oh, look at it. It's steaming from my straw. I can tell you right now, that's good. I can smell the aroma. Hey, that's a good thing I don't have COVID, y'all, because I can smell the coffee. There's been a lot of controversy about that lately, smelling coffee and COVID, you know, those kind of things. I'm just not really sure. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this thing out. And, you know, again, I used pure fine grain coffee grains, right? I'm going to pull this thing up. And looky there. I'll tell you what, I'm going to come around to you so you can see that. So you can see the coffee grounds are here. You look on top, hardly nothing at all, guys. Nothing at all. This is the first time I've cooked coffee on the Jetboil. Let's see how it tastes. I gotta be really careful here. I don't want to burn my tongue because I do need to eat a little bit later. So let's just see. Wow. One, very hot. Very hot. Phenomenal. Babe, how long did the whole thing take? So we had, what, a minute and a half, and I'm in a mash, but a minute and a half to boil the coffee. I was impatient and didn't wait the full 2 minutes for the coffee to actually just sit in that pot, right? You said it was less than 2 minutes.
It was about 1 minute and 15 seconds. 15
seconds. Let's round that up. 1 minute and 30, 1 minute and 30. Guys, come on.
The whole thing, start to finish, took 3 minutes and
3
seconds.
minutes? 3 minutes? What's this video? I mean, 3 minutes to get a cup of coffee. I think this is gonna be our go-to on our rig. This is what we're gonna use, but I'm gonna run some more tests right here on Bubba's Garage. And the good thing is I got my coffee set up, ready to go, so now I got a mess to clean up. Upcoming right here on Bubba's Garage, I'd like to run a fuel comparison. You know, I'm not gonna make coffee, but maybe boil some water. I wanna find out if the Jet Power, is that what it's called? Jet Power by Jetboil versus the Coleman Performance mix. Do they do the same thing? Is it comparable? Is it about the same? Stick around right here on Bubba's Garage because that's gonna be a test that we're gonna test out next. Just curious, this here is a lot cheaper than this. Will it do the same thing? I'm not sure. Stick around. Guys, if you like this video, do me a favor, give me a huge, huge, huge thumbs up. And if you really like this video and you want to stick around to find out what happens with this comparison, please subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.